Hi guys, this is Tina. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm just here to bring you my latest junk journal. I'm calling this one Rose Dusk because it's lots of kind of blacks and, you know, sultry kind of midnight colours, but also contains a lot of kind of rosy kind of patterned papers. So it ties closed with this gorgeous length of black ribbon, black lace, which is attached onto the actual journal itself. The outer cover is an A4 envelope, which has just been covered with first book page and then various kind of layers of lace. So you've got obviously the black lace and then this gorgeous pink lace, which looks really pretty. And then here you've got this beautiful kind of large velvet ruffle in black lace as well, and a length of kind of faux diamante trim, and then a gorgeous handmade flower with some black kind of feather trim there. The back is just plain book page and then, you know, layered up kind of lace trims. So going inside the journal, this journal I made again just using the plain pages inside and then decorated them with patterned papers and various other things. So a bit like my Olive Garden, which was my first bash at kind of doing one with kind of plain pages. I had fun with that, and yeah, I'm going to definitely do more of them. So inside, on the inside of the front cover, we've got this piece here, which is just some patterned paper with here an image from a vintage book, and then various stamped images, one of my little printables there of the clock, and a stamped image of a butterfly. You've got a little fabric ruffle here in velvet trim with some faux diamante there, and obviously lace trim down there. And then on the back, this is vintage music, sheet music. And tucked into there, I've just got a little booklet here with various pieces of coffee dyed pages. And on the front, you've just got one of my little cigarette card printables and some lace trim down there. That goes in there. On the facing page, a corner tuck spot, again, you've got an image from a vintage book there, one of my little printables here, and some lace trim and faux diamante, a little tiny bow. And then tucked in here, you've just got from one of my gorgeous girls printable kit, a little journaling card, and it's all been coffee dyed. So all of these pages have been coffee dyed, and all of the bits in here have all been coffee dyed. Then here we've got a Patricia Viramonte style kind of envelope pocket from some vintage book page, and again you've got some layered up patterned paper, one of the gorgeous girl images from the kit, and then some lace trim. And then inside there you've just got a little vintage kind of it's like a photograph or a postcard, but it's actually kind of paper, but it is the original, and it is vintage, so that's in there. And then I've done it as a kind of tuck spot, so tucked behind there you've just got a page there from a vintage bird book, and this book actually is from, I think it's 1908, or it's incredibly old anyway, so or it might have even been 18 something, I'd have to double check, but it is incredibly old, so that's, you know, really quite a nice kind of book page to have in there. And then here on the facing page, I've just made a little kind of tuck spot here with, again, some vintage book page stitched around that, and you've got some pattern paper, a couple of stamped images, and tucked in there, again, another image from the gorgeous girls kit that's all just been coffee dyed, so that goes there. And then you've got some lace trim down the side, a bit of faux diamante, and a little bow. Going over the page, we've got vintage sheet music here. And then here, this is one of my little booklets, which I did a tutorial on. I've just layered up a couple of images here on the front with some lace stamped down the side. And then you've obviously got room for journaling here. And then here you've got a couple of, again, just journaling cards from the gorgeous girls kit, just tucked in there, and it's all obviously been stitched around. Holds closed just with some decorative paper, which just slots there under the clock. And then here you've got some lace trim and some faux diamante down the side. Lots of stamping and what have you. And then here you've just got another one of my cigarette card printables and a bit of lace trim. Some plain pages for journaling. More plain pages there. Here, some vintage book page again from that bird book. And then here on this page, you've got another one of the Patricia Viramonte's book page pockets. So again, stitched around the sewing machine, and then you've got some decorative paper and another stamped image. Another one of the journaling cards from my Gorgeous Girls kits. So they're quite versatile, and I've used them several times actually since producing that kit, and really pleased because they just seem to kind of tone with most things, luckily. Here we've got some lace trim at the top, and then tucked in behind there's just a little kind of card here on just some buff coloured card, and it's just got some of the coordinating scrapbook paper and a little kind of emblem. So you've got then just, you know, more journaling space there. And then on this page here, another kind of book page pocket, just stitched around on the sewing machine. You've got stamped image here, one of my die cut printable pieces there, some scrapbook paper and some more lace trim, and then some little floral kind of resin pieces. And then here tucked in there you've just got a kind of tag which is some vintage sheet music, one of my die cut printables, stamped image and some book page, and obviously some lace there as a little tab, and it's just plain on the back for journaling, so that just goes in like that. And then here you've just got a corner tuck with just decorative paper and a couple of stamped images there. A little bit of stamping on the page and a bit of lace down the bottom, and again another one of the journaling cards from the Gorgeous Girls kit. And then going over the page, another corner pocket here. Up in this corner, just some layered up pieces, and then I just made a large tag there just with some scrapbook paper and some vintage sheet music and a stamped image, so that's quite a nice large one. Another one of the images from the Gorgeous Girls kit, I just thought she looked pretty there, and some more fabric ruffle in some velvet with some diamante there. Bit of doily, another piece of that vintage book page, more plain pages there for journaling, a couple more of the cigarette card printables. And then here, this is an altered paper clip, so you've just got some black lace trim and a little flower kind of attached there. And that was attaching, let me just clip that back onto the page. That was attaching this little envelope here, which is actually currently empty, but it's just been stitched around on the sewing machine. You've got some scrapbook paper there kind of just on the tip of the envelope, and one of my little chipboard tiles there as a little, you know, decorative piece on the flap. And then obviously plain pages there for journaling. And then on this page you've got another corner tuck here with some vintage sheet music, some stamped images, a couple of flowers here, and then a stamped image here, little stamped butterfly and some lace trim at the top. And then here, another one of those little photograph type images, but on the paper from the vintage book, which I just thought was rather nice. So that's in there. And then here, this is the centre page. I love this page. So you've got a kind of belly band here from some vintage book page, which I've just layered up some scrapbook paper and die cut piece there from my printables. There's lace top and bottom with some diamante trim and a little stamped butterfly. And then tucked in there, you've just got a little kind of fold out piece that's just a kind of flip book there with some just stamping in the corners just for detail. And it's just layered up with some scrapbook paper and a stamped image and some book page. That's that. And then here you've got a little pocket with, it wouldn't be one of mine if it didn't have some string somewhere, a little tie-up piece there that just folds out. So you've got obviously journaling space here. Quite liked it with the lace kind of there. I thought it made it a little bit different. And then some lace trim here. And then underneath there you've just got some stamped images on there. That just ties back closed. You've got a little butterfly there at the bottom, which is just from some kind of fabric trim. And then tucked in the side is a little kind of folding kind of booklet pad thing. Just with, again, just more sheets of kind of coffee dyed pages in there. Another one of the pieces from the Gorgeous Girls kit, and a little butterfly from the kit also on the front. So that just tucks back in like that. And then on the next page here, another kind of belly band, again with some scrapbook paper, another one of the images from the Gorgeous Girls kit, some stamped images, some vintage sheet music and some lace trim here, some doily, some faux diamante, and then tucked in the side another one of those little photographs from the vintage book. Here some more plain sheets for journaling. So I've tried to give you lots of journaling space in here. You've got another one of those cigarette cards and some lace, and then here just one of those border clips, and that's just holding on this little kind of what would you call this, a little kind of floating pocket, I guess. It's made just from an envelope that basically has been sealed down, chopped in half, and I've just literally covered it with some scrapbook paper, some doily, stamped image and some lace trim. And then inside there I just paper clipped in a couple of journaling cards from the Gorgeous Girls kit, and then just a little kind of pad of some coffee dyed pages there, just for kind of more journaling. And I thought that was just quite nice to have them just bunched together, held with a paper clip, and just you know, popped inside the little pocket like that. So that just clipped on like that. And then on the facing page, this one of the black and white cigarette cards from the printables, little flower and a ticket, then the other piece of that book page, the doily, and then here you've got a little pocket made from scrapbook paper. It's got another one of the images from the Gorgeous Girls kit, and tucked in there there's a little fold out flip. So I'm not sure whether the shadow is kind of in the way here. A little butterfly on there, but so you've got more journaling space here, and then a little stamped image. And then tucked in there you've got another little, oops, which I had forgotten to actually stitch, so I will obviously stitch this together. It was obviously meant to be a little folding kind of booklet, and I obviously missed stitching that, so I should stitch that together. But then you've got a little booklet. So that goes in there. You've got obviously a little butterfly from the Gorgeous Girls kit, some lace trim across the top, and some faux diamante up there. I have a feeling this is also a pocket, if I recall. So let me just find something kind of smallish to just check whether that was, but certainly in my mind I had planned it to be a pocket on there as well, but whether or not it ended up as one, who knows. So let's just grab one of those small journaling cards. Ah, yeah, so I'll leave that in there, and we'll just have these ones clipped together. So you've got kind of a double pocket going on here, and then clip that back. Oops. Clip that back on there. I really love how this journal turned out. It was fun doing things with the black lace. I have used black lace a few times in the past, but not very often. But it just makes a really striking kind of appearance, and really, yeah, just love how it looks. So on here we've just got some lace trim, another corner pocket up here with a stamped image, some vintage sheet music, another stamped image here, and then some ribbon here just kind of folds down in a ruffle, and a little flower. Tucked in there you've just got another little book page from that vintage book of birds. And then on this page just a bit of stamping, and then here just a little pocket with, again, a little kind of folding flip here, so more room for journaling, and that just kind of lays flat. But when you open it back you've got obviously this gorgeous image here from the Gorgeous Girls kit, stamped image and a little butterfly and some lace trim. And then tucked in there there's just a large pull-out tag with some vintage book page, some scrapbook paper, some lace trim, some faux diamante, And then a whole bunch of stamped images kind of just layered around. And that's obviously plain on the back for journaling. And then going over the page here, we've got another book page belly band, and that's got a little fold out kind of piece there, just with a stamped image kind of on the front, just for kind of detail. And then that's got some scrapbook paper here and some of my printables here and a piece of sheet music and a stamped image there. Little piece of velvet ruffle with some faux diamante just down the bottom. And then tucked in there is just a little journaling card from the Gorgeous Girls kit as well. And then here we've just got, obviously the reverse of that, the book. And then we've got some plain pages for journaling, a little one of my die cut pieces, more room for journaling, and then obviously the rest of that vintage sheet music. And then here we've just got another pocket with a postcard image just placed behind, stuck there. And then we've just got some lace trim, some faux diamante, a little one of the postcards from the Gorgeous Girls kit as a journaling card. And then the pocket itself has got some more string here, which when you untie that, you've just got a kind of folding kind of flip there. Whoops, I'm out of frame. Folding flip there. So more room for journaling. And then underneath you've got here this postcard, which I'm not sure whether that's a pocket. That's a pocket as well. So you can always put something else in there as well, which, you know, then you've got that double pocket kind of arrangement going on again, which is kind of fun to have that kind of thing, isn't it? And then over the page, we've got another one of those kind of Patricia Viramonte's folding kind of envelopes. So again, it's all obviously vintage book page stitched on the sewing machine. It's just been coordinated with some scrapbook paper, a little flower, a little ribbon tab that my daughter said, oh, it's like a handle on a door. So I quite like that little kind of vision there. And then some lace trim at the top, some stamped images in the corner. And then inside, it's just got a journaling card from the Gorgeous Girls kit. And then tucked behind, you've just got another page from the Birds book. And obviously it's quite plain on the back, so you could journal on the back of there. And then here on this page, you've just got another pocket, but running down the page, you've got some lace trim running down, a junk journal flower there from some vintage book page, various layered up bits here. You've got some of my die cut printables, some vintage book page, a stamped image, another stamped image there. And then tucked in there, there is just another journaling card there from the Gorgeous Girls kit. It just goes in like that. And then here we're on the inside of the back cover and the facing page. So on here you've got another book page pocket with, again, some scrapbook paper here, which I kind of cut it and had it kind of a lining, but so that the pocket is, you know, the full width of the book page, if you see what I mean. This is just from my Gypsy Rose kit. And then we've just got a stamped image here, one of the Gorgeous Girls images here. That just tucks in like that. And then you've got some doily piece, a bit of lace at the top, and then tucked in there, there's another one of the postcards from the Gorgeous Girls kit. And then on the facing page, you've got this beautiful paper clip. Oh, come off. All fingers and thumbs today. It's just some lace trim on this paper clip with a couple of those kind of resin flowers. And that was holding on a little, whoops, I'll have to swap that one out. It was obviously printed kind of on the reverse of something. I'll swap that out and obviously stitch that book together. But you will have a little journaling card. It might not be this particular image, but another one there. So you'll have a journaling card, and then you've got a little fold down flip here. So more room for journaling. And then you've got image from the Gorgeous Girls kit, a big label here for journaling, some vintage sheet music, and then when you kind of close that back up again, you've also got a kind of belly band which is holding in this large vintage kind of invoice. It's just a copy of it, but it's all been coffee dyed and it's just on scrapbook paper. And then I've done a tutorial of these, but this is just one of those kind of acetate pieces. So it's been printed on the acetate, and you've got some lace trim at the top. So I just really like how they look. They just look really interesting, I think, in the journal. And then obviously you've got journaling space here on the reverse. So, you know, you can kind of use that as you wish. And this is obviously vintage sheet music and some lace trim and some faux diamante down the bottom. So it's pretty stuffed, as per my usual style. It's massive. It's now getting hooked on the paper. There we go. It's pretty massive. It's pretty chunky, but I love how it turned out. I love these black lace, you know, being used. It's really striking and kind of makes it look really different to kind of other journals, I think. So I hope that you like it. It's obviously going to be in my Etsy store to coincide with this video going up. So yeah, I hope that you like it, and thanks ever so much for watching. Hope that you all have a lovely day. Thanks a lot then. Bye.